Hey guys, so I've noticed there's a little bit of confusion with some students with MAMP. So in this video, I'm just going to quickly go over the very basic setup. There are a few key things that I'll go over in this video that will hopefully answer any MAMP related questions that you have if you're still confused with it at this point in the course. So I believe this tutorial will essentially be the same on Mac and Windows, but let me know if there are any issues. To start, we'll simply go to download MAMP. Now, I've also noticed that there's this thing called MAMP Pro. So while we're running the app, just be sure that you're using the correct version, which is just MAMP, not MAMP Pro. So to go to download, you can just do free download, and then select whichever MAMP version is best for your OS. Okay, cool. So once that's downloaded, we can actually run MAMP and get our server running, which will help us run PHP and JavaScript for our projects throughout the course locally. The key thing is that the projects we want to run with MAMP will have to be put in the MAMP's htdoc folder within the application. In fact, I would even suggest cloning your projects into this htdocs folder, which if you're still a little bit confused with Git cloning and haven't checked out my Git video, I'd for sure recommend it. An alternative option is to change MAMP to point somewhere else, such as an assignment folder in your desktop, rather than the htdocs. And I believe this can be done from the starting app within MAMP. I'm just going to stick with htdocs here though. So in order to find that, you might have to do a bit of searching depending on your download. I know on Mac it will most likely be found within the application folder, or by just simply typing in MAMP in the Finder and finding the first folder. And on Windows, you can probably find it easier by using the File Explorer. So once we select that MAMP folder within the applications, we're going to be looking for a folder called htdocs, which is found right here. Now within htdocs, after downloading MAMP for the first time, you'll find an image and an index file. I'd recommend deleting these both, as they sometimes block the actual project selection that you'll need to get into your own projects. You can then clone or drag and drop your project into this folder. Now, I don't actually have a folder to show, but just know that within this htdocs is where all of the code goes that you want to host locally through MAMP. Okay, so once the project is in that folder and that old index file is deleted, we can start up MAMP by clicking Start Servers here. So once you click Start Servers, if a MAMP flavored website doesn't pop up like you just saw, you can go here into Open Web Start Page, which will open the same page. This is kind of like the root file directory for MAMP, which will point us to everywhere that we'll need to go while using MAMP. So from this page, we can go to My Website, found right here. And assuming that your project has a properly working index file and is in the proper place, whether that's the htdocs or whatever folder that you've set MAMP to point to, you should be able to select your project from this directory here. It'll basically be a link that's listed right after the index of. Once you click that link, your project should be opening fine. Now you may also be looking for your database manager, phpMyAdmin, which can be found back on that MAMP flavored homepage by scrolling down a bit. Once you find it, you can simply click the phpMyAdmin link and it will direct you to your DB manager. This will also give you some information about your database, like your host, your username, password, and your port. So yeah, like I said, that was a super quick video, but that's probably the most basic I can get with the MAMP setup. Hopefully, if you couldn't already before, you're now able to get those assignments up and running and find where your database will live. If there are any questions, let me or any of the other TAs know. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you around.